National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Week.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
First play's a run with Nwangwu. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll run for it. It's Nwangwu. They find some open field here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
52 black.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Drops this off with Nwangwu. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the back.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. On the move past the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Carter here on the option. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Rams 0.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let routes develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's good. First down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Let's go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ready? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ready? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And some space. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. Well-executed series that's reestablished some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Lance going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on first down, Lance. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
On the set.
On third and long, it's Lance. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On fourth down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. The pressure from multiple guys here as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of it.
Just shy of the 40. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home game here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Out of the gun now on third down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley, 34 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys are smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance on the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's got some space here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The guard out for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And Lance now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On the
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
17.
They run it again with Cook. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Rams 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. And Madison hit, and the ball pops free. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Down. Snap, red. Black shot. Field, black.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here, Lane will just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Lance. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first. And that way, you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there here in the playoffs. They got a chance to put this one away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
in my paper. They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.